Welcome to Ghanaweb Sports Check with me, Emmanuel Enin. Today, I'm going to have a conversation with a legend of the game, Prince Tagoe, the only prince of goals in Ghana football. Welcome, Prince.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm also good. Are we going to see Prince Tagoe without dreadlocks? Because it seems every day you are in dreadlocks.
Oh, I don't think so. It has been so many years I'm keeping it. So maybe in future I might take it off.
Right, so maybe in future you might take it off. We will get to the Black Stars conversation and the Heart of Oak conversation. But before we delve into that, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will start the conversation. Welcome back from the break. Tagoe, let's delve into the conversation. The Black Stars, as a former player, you've played for Black Stars at the World Cup, featured in the quarterfinals. At the AFCON, you've seen the Black Stars play in the semifinals. Today, if you watch the Black Stars, how do you feel?
Yeah, to be honest, I feel a bit terrible because that's not what we expect from our national team. Because when you are being called for the national team, means that you are very good, and the country, believe in you to come and execute whatever competition we have. And if the Blaster wasn't that attractive, I don't think the boys would love to come and play, because some people have dealt with the team, played their hearts out and sacrificed. That's why the name Blaster has been up there. So I think each and everyone that wants to come and play for the national team or will be called to come and play have to really prepare psychologically, like everything, to give it all, because that's what national team is all about. But looking at our current team now, I don't see the energy, I don't see the commitment. There's no any fighting spirit in the team, and it's a bit worried. If we really want to go far with our national team, I don't think we need this kind of attitude. So I'm just urging, if it is possible, they have to make sure whenever they are calling the players, they should call players that are ready to fight for the country. It shouldn't be, some people have names and they will come and they don't want to give their all. It's totally not acceptable. So, that's what I would urge, the officials to look at.
Yeah, some of these players, we've watched them at the Ghana under-20, somebody like Kudus, they give their all, they play. If they play for their clubs, they also play very well, they score week in, week out. So what's the problem that's, preventing them from giving their all whenever they wear the national colors?
Yeah, I think it's kind of dicey a little bit, because me personally, when I watch the team from afar, I think there's no unity in the team. And I feel the players have so many competition within them, which it shouldn't be so. Because if they say a team means, everybody has to contribute to make it to the top. But if we have a team and there's this division and, players are having, misunderstanding, I don't think they all have one aim or goal when they are playing for the national team. Just because of little things that I think some of the officials have created in the team. For example, let me give you this example. When it comes to the captainship, Ghanaians don't really look at that angle very well, but it's a very big problem in the national team. And that has caused a lot of damages in the Black Star till now. But we overlook it. Let me ask you a question. When, Kwesi Appiah was the captain of the national team, how did you see the team?
Obviously they were good, but you were there, so you can give us a better picture how it was.
It was very good, and we have one mind. We have one goal. Our aim and everything to achieve something, and everybody mind and its energy was on that. Do you get it? And I mean, look at how Stephen Appiah time was. When Stephen, I felt the problem started coming from, when Stephen Appiah dropped the captainship, ACN was active, Sule was active, John Pento was active, a whole lot of players were active. You understand? Okay, so I'll ask myself, who should be the next captain if Stephen is no more the captain? And we have ACN, we have Sule, we have Asamoah, we have John, we have Lai, all of them. You understand? But some of the officials make sure, I don't know, not really make, some of the officials decided to give the captain to Asamoah, which is not bad. Do you understand? Yeah. Asamoah is a very good striker. You understand? Yeah. But to my point of view, the time that the captain was given to him was not the right time. The reason why I'm saying that was because Asamoah have a lot of big respect for ACN. Yeah. And ACN being in the team, you can't overlook ACN and give the captain to Asamoah. You understand? Yeah. In the captainship, we have captain, assistant, and I think the general, the overall general. You can make, how do you call it, ACN the overall general, whilst on the field of play, Asamoah can have the band because he's always playing 90 minutes, giving us the results and all that. There wouldn't be any confusion in the team because you've dealt with seniority, with respect. You understand? But when we did that, we overlook it. See how they treated Asamoah when it was time for them to take the captain from him. You understand? They went so harsh, very disrespectful, because what? They think they've used Asamoah and they finished. So let's take the captain from him and give it to another person without respecting him because they've done that mistake already. Okay. So when they took the captain disrespectfully, to my knowledge, they gave it to who? Dede.
Yeah.
Who? They gave it to Dede. You see the transition of the treatment.
From Asamoah to Dede.
To Dede. Okay. Dede too has become the captain. Very good player. I mean, things that has never happened in Ghana football. He has done it.
Yeah, okay.
To take, I mean, under 20 to the World Cup. It's very big achievement, but people don't really recognize it, or maybe they try to pretend like they've forgotten, you know. See right now how they treated Dede when it was time for the captainship. When they want to take it from him, see how they treated him. They treated him like a coast player, like somebody who has never played football before, or maybe he has never done any good thing for the country before. And this thing I'm talking about is the officials. You understand? It's the officials, the FA. You understand it? That is where the problem sometimes is coming from. See the treatment they give to Dede. As right now, he was at his top form. I don't think any coach who is really sharp and think deep will drop Dede from the national team.
So you still think Dede Ayew has a place in the national team? What
these boys are playing, some of these boys are playing, you can't tell me Dede cannot play. That is where the disrespect is coming from. You know, we try to retire players too early when it's not their time, just because of maybe Dede's father is Abedipele. Jealousy, like, you know, this country that we are in, the witchcraft is too much. You understand? We jealous people for no reason. Do you get it? Right now, you've given a captain to Dede. Dede started peaking, scoring goals in his new team. And you decided not to call him and give the captain to who? Partey. Excellent. Partey is a very good player. He is doing good. But ask yourself, what was the transition of the captainship to him? Another disrespect is there. that creates the confusion between the players. And when I say disrespect, that comes with, you have Jordan in the team, who is a senior player. He has been with the team for a long time. So if you are taking captains from Dede, you can add Partey, Kudus, and how do you call it? Jordan.
Jordan.
You understand? Whether Juku or whoever you want to put, that one is their choice.
Yeah.
But you can't take captain from Dede and give it to Partey.
Okay.
You understand? Partey deserve it. But his time will definitely would come. But we rush and we choose people that they are our favorite to push them in certain situation or certain level that, I mean, we think they can execute, but it doesn't work like that. Football work with respect and good transition, so that at least players will have this kind of cordial relationship with joy playing for the national team. So when you check the transition, you could see that the treatment they did from the top that I mentioned, look how they did right now. And right now from Partey, they gave the captainship to who? Kudus.
Kudus.
You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Kudus is a fantastic player. Yeah. Kudus would definitely be Black Star captain in future. Yeah. Why do you rush him? To create confusion between the boys and the team. It doesn't make sense to me. You understand? Kudus is a very fantastic player, but let him also feel there is a senior player there. You understand? Jordan can say, oh, I don't want to put on the band. Let's give it to Kudus. But out of the blue moon, you don't just choose anyhow. That's where the problem is coming from.
So are you saying there's no leadership in the team right now?
Right now, there's no leadership in the team. I don't see, since Dede left, from my point of view, since they stopped calling Dede, I don't see any leadership. The leadership that I saw and the fighting spirit that I saw was when Partey was captain and we were playing Nigeria. Okay. Partey showed us the class that when there is difficulty in the team, he can raise his head up and help the team. And he did it fantastically.
Right. If you look at, you talked about Asamoah Gyan's captaincy and the transition and everything. But within that period, we had the Black Stars playing in the semi-finals and all that, meaning Avram Grant, who was the coach then, played a pivotal role in getting the team results for the team. What do you think Otto Addo is not doing well, despite the captaincy issue, that he could get the results for Black Stars?
Otto Addo is not doing well because I think the call of the players, okay. You understand, the call of the players and their positioning is the problem. Because if you can call a player and you say you are building the team, you call a player and he's not doing well, I don't think you should be able to, you should invite the player again. And you have to maintain a certain number of players. You have to maintain a certain number of players you want to work with. Okay. Because you believe in those players. So they have to be there consistently, because building the team is not for one day. They have to get to know each other in the field and out of the field. So if every time we have a maybe new game, there's a new player. Every time we have a new game, there's a new player. You understand? But if you want to take the team far, like the way you promised to do, you call about maybe 15, how do you call it? Maybe more than 20 players. No, like maybe 25 or 30 that you know that these are the people. Yeah. If this person have injury or he can't make it, I believe in this guy. You understand? But this is not the time to do try and error. Do you get it? So it's a big mistake that we are also doing there.
So are you saying Otto Addo is not his own man?
From what I'm seeing, he's not his own man. Trust me. I can tell you point blank, from the Blacks, from the day they dropped, they took the captain from him. That's when I know he's not doing things by himself. And until we stop, we stop interfering with coaches, with selection, with captainship and all those things, Black Star will never have peace. And this thing I'm talking about is coming from the FA. It's coming from people working around the team. The technical team, like people, they take the decision before they tell the coach.
Tagoe, we are coming down to the AFCON group. Were you surprised by the results we had against Niger and Sudan?
I wasn't surprised because the team, they are not playing with passion. Yeah. You know, sometimes we Ghanaians want to watch football that the team did well, but we have a bad luck and we lost, or we couldn't win, or we played draw. Ghanaians, I can say 95% of Ghanaians know football. Why? Because we love football. That's one of the most important, game we all enjoy from Accra Suffolk those times. You understand? And from even 1992 when Audi Sakadems took the World Cup, you know. So football has been something that Ghanaians also have an idea about. So if we are playing good football, we are fighting, but we are losing. Trust me, Ghanaians will understand. They will give the chance for them to do or to improve. But this time around, when you are sitting behind the TV and you are watching the games, and we even score one, you are not at peace because you know they can equalize and maybe we lose. But before it wasn't so. Yeah.
From the way you are talking, are you hopeful that the Black Stars will qualify?
I don't have any doubt about Black Stars qualifying. That one, I can tell you, I don't have any doubt for them qualifying because we have good players. We have good players in the team. My problem is if they are ready to give at least 85% of what they play outside there into the national team, we wouldn't be struggling in our group.
Right. You've played in multiple AFCON tournaments, and now we are not going to qualify and all that. How is playing in AFCON like?
AFCON is just like, playing like a local league. Right. Because AFCON, the tournament is Africa. So the mentality and the aggressiveness and the way they approach every game is different from playing from outside. So if you don't have that fighting attitude to play the qualification, there's no way you can qualify. Because Africa is Africa and everybody plays very tough. It's not like Europe that you have the time to play. When you lose the ball, the other team will give you the time to play. You understand? But Africa, it's not like that. And this is some of the things the coaches have to let the new players that comes to the team know that this qualification is even difficult than the tournament. African qualification is difficult than the tournament. Frustration. Look how they did to Nigeria when they were traveling to play. Yeah. You see, I've been there before. Sometimes even when it gets to time for you to go and train, and they have to pick you 3, and you have only 1 hour to train at the stadium before the game, they can even come maybe like 3:40. You get to the pitch, you have only 15 minutes. It's a strategy that this is Africa. So when you don't put all these things into their mind, they will think maybe it's so easy to play African qualification. It's not that easy. That's why we are struggling.
In all this, what's the role of the GFA?
As in
what should they do to help the team to qualify?
They just have to make sure they call the rightful players. They don't do the selection, but I know some of them are part of it. Do you get it?
You believe the GFA do selection for the coaches?
Not really, as in the GFA. Yeah. Some of the officials that they are within the GFA. It can be anybody. Okay. You understand? It can be anybody. Right. Some you can. I have been there. Some of the players playing are with some of the officials. Right. No matter how they play good or bad, they will be called. You get it? Yeah. That one is the honest truth. So, if we are able to bring out the good, the good players that we have, and we treat them rightly, like this person deserves to play, and we'll put him in, definitely. Don't forget the players are good. Like I told you, it's the mindset and the willing to fight for the country. That's the only thing left. Because they don't play with any passion that we used to see before.
All right, so let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we will talk about Hearts of Oak and some of Prince Tagoe's best moments in his career. Welcome back from the break. Let's come down to Ghana versus Sudan. There was an issue where a video was trending. Jordan Ayew was talking to Kwesi Appiah, and people made it about the captaincy and all that. What's your thought on that?
For me, I think it's not really about the captainship because Jordan have known Kwesi Appiah for some time since he was coming to the national team. So maybe I think that maybe he just met him outside and they were talking about their own personal thing. But like I told you, the transition of the captainship was wrong. And anytime you do those kind of things and it's wrong, it affects the team. There wouldn't be any good luck following the team. There will be competition in the team like enviness and jealousy. You don't create those kind of energy around the team. Do you think, let me ask you one question, do you think if Jordan that day was given the captain, Kudus would be angry? Why? Because he knows he was there before him. You understand? So when you don't create certain energy, it won't react. You understand? So you being the coach, you don't allow people to dictate for you. You understand? You don't allow people to dictate for you who has to be. No. Do the rightful thing. You have been a footballer before. You understand? You are our senior and we believe you can do the job. Certain decisions in Ghana, when you don't put your feet down, you will be controlled and you'll be moved around. And when the problem comes, everybody will leave and they will talk about you.
Looking at the job Kwesi Appiah is doing for Sudan, are you impressed?
Why not? I'm very impressed because I've worked with Kwesi Appiah also before. And he has learned a lot. You can't tell me Kwesi Appiah being assistant coach for a long time with most of the Serbian coaches, he has never learned anything. Whatever that he has learned is what is giving him the results. And his team, what they are doing different than we Ghanaians, the boys listen to him. The boys play with passion, with fighting spirit. We don't have these two. And if you don't have these two in football, where are you heading to?
So do you think we made a mistake letting Kwesi Appiah go?
I can't say we made a mistake or we didn't do any mistake, but the result is showing. Do you get it? The result is showing. And if one day Kwesi Appiah will be honest and he will tell you the truth about being a coach in the national team and the people around him that he works with, he will tell you the kind of pressure he has. Do you get it? You can take Kwesi Appiah out because maybe your decision of putting certain players in, he's not interested. That will make you sack him. Do you get it? Yeah, because if a coach comes and he doesn't listen to this cartel that they are in around the team, then definitely when you started losing, they will find a way and kick you out.
If you say cartel, who are the cartel?
Yeah, the cartel there, I can't mention nobody's name, but they know their source. We are all in this country.
You can give clues.
No, there's no crew because I said the whole team, and the whole officials that is surrounding around the blaster. Because every decision they take, everybody knows.
Prince, let's talk about your moments at the Black Stars. How was it like playing your first ever game for the Black Stars, your first call-up? How was the feeling when you had the call-up?
I think, to be honest, I wasn't called for the national team. Seriously. I wasn't called. We're going to play against Libya, and the names were already out. I was not part of it. So I came to Ghana from Saudi Arabia, my team, and I was having holiday. The season is done. I was in Ghana for a week. Before I had a call from Papse that Matiamwa has a little injury. So if I can join the team on Tuesday because they are leaving to Kumasi. I had a call on Monday. So early morning, Tuesday early morning, I went to the beach to run and I joined them in the afternoon at the airport. And we went to Kumasi for the Libya game. So that was the game, that was my first game. And that was the game I scored my first goal. That made me stay in the national team. So I wasn't really called Yeah.
So is it your best memory in the Black Stars?
No, my best memory was the qualification to the World Cup when we need a win to qualify to the 2010 World Cup. I think our game with Benin, and we need only win at Kumasi. I think we need only win. We don't need draw. And I think Sule gave me a very nice cross to score. It was under 1 minute, and the game ended 1-0. So I think that particular goal qualifies to the World Cup, and I think that was the best moment at that time.
So it seems you have you have good memories in Kumasi. In 2004, you and Hatufuk went to Kumasi and won the CAF Confederations Cup. How was it like?
You know, it was a joy that I can't express it because when we win I think when we won the cup, we from Kumasi to Accra, we left around 10 in the morning. We got to Accra almost, 2 a.m. You understand? Just because we win, where every town we get, the road is blocked. You understand? Like the fans, people were happy, and House and Kotogo has always been a fight, and we making sure getting the Virgin Cup from Kumasi was a big achievement because it was the first time, and I think it's going to be in history for a long time. And I think those are some of the joyful moments I had with us also.
Yeah. You spent just one season with Hearts of Oak and you scored 18 goals. Among the goals you scored, which one was your favorite?
I think the best goal that I scored was at, I think, Cape Coast. We played with Bushland Drums or something. I've forgotten the team though, but it was a bicycle kick, yeah, outside the 18. Yeah, I think the cross came from Jojo Bosman. Yeah.
Among the opponents you faced, who was your toughest?
I think Joe Henry.
Is he your toughest opponent ever in your career?
Yeah, I could say yes.
Like, why Joe Henry?
Because he always liked to kick, and he's funny on the pitch also, when he's playing with you, he'll be saying words like he'll be talking to you though, okay, but words that will make you be afraid of him, like when you don't know if you run with the ball, kick, like when he's standing with you,
I want you to say it how he says it, like the fancy or a tree or.
No, I can't speak fancy though, but
okay.
Oh boy, who the body fan, those kind of. Yeah, he's funny, but he's very tough. I enjoy playing with him at that time.
Right. If you look at that team, you had Dankwe, yourself, you had a whole lot of players, Kwame Ku. If you look at the Hearts of Oak then and Hearts of Oak now, how do you feel about the team right now?
Yeah, I think our team has dropped, to be honest. Where I expect us to be, they are not there. One good thing is like we have a good CEO who makes sure the boys are getting whatever they want. And the problem we are having in us is the scouting and the coach. We are not scouting good players enough for Accra Suffolk, which we have people that can do those kind of job. And I will urge Togbe Afede, if he will listen to me, it will help the team. I will plead with him to bring back George Buedu. Samuel Buedu, sorry. Why? Because he has the same philosophy of Cecil Jones Atupefi. He is not only a coach, he is very smart. Yeah. And he tried to put those kind of things in the boys. He knows how to joke with the boys. He knows how to let them feel free to express their pain or any difficulties they have. When he was winning for us, when you check the record, things that he has been doing with the players, maybe some of the officials doesn't see it, But those are the things Jones was doing, and he was getting the results for us. Hearts is a spiritual team, very spiritual team. And the moment the spirit will, get you attached, everything that you will do, you will succeed. I feel the team spirit was connected to George Samobuedu. Sorry, what am I saying? Samobuedu.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is why within the shortest time he was able to win certain trophies for the team. So they should have given him time to continue and do the work, because we have bad times and good times. Yeah. You understand? You can't take it from you can't take that from football. Even Jones, his time, we lose some of the game, we win, but we always make sure we win the good ones and we get some good results for the fans. Yeah. So I will plead with him to bring him back, and when he bring him back, they should give him 2 years and see how the team will be transitioned.
Some people will argue that his last season with Hearts of Oak, he had problems with the management and certain people in the hierarchy, and these people are still there. Do you think it will be right to employ Samuel Bodu again with these people still around?
Even if Afede want to keep those people around, yeah, they shouldn't come close to the selection and bring players to the team. Do you get it? They should leave everything to him as the manager to choose some players that he thinks he can work with. If not, all those people have to be sacked. If I say all those people have to be sacked, we are not running football with the mindset of the how do you call it? Like, you can't run Accra House of Folk with the same mentality you were running it when, we have the sister battalions or whatsoever. You understand? You have to change it. Why is it that the new clubs and the new teams that are in the Premier are doing better? There are so many things that have changed. So if you, being Accra House of Folk, the CEO, and you are working with these people and you are not having results, you need to change. Every team, when there's a problem and the team is not going forward, you change. Recently, I went to, Saudi Arabia. I went to my my old team. Yeah. I was being invited. When I got there, everything has been changed. You understand? Those who are managing the team are young guys. You understand? So you can't keep these old men there and think maybe they have the best option for the new generation. So it's totally wrong.
Meaning Akambi or Lotte, they are not helping the club.
They should remove everybody and bring new people who are ready to do the job and who are ready not to interfere with coach's decision. Bringing players. Some of them have players in the team. Some of them are managing some players. When you don't play, it's a problem. How? But the CEO will never know. He will never see, because he has some respect for them. Fine, we respect everybody. This is a club that was there before everybody came to meet. We want it to all. So they have to change things. But if they change, they have to bring Buedu.
When was the last time you watched House of Folk, though?
Seriously, I think that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Which game?
I can't really tell the game, but I'll be very honest. I don't really watch
House of Folk.
I don't really like. Anytime I want to watch, when I watch like maybe 45 minutes or 30 minutes, I know how the game will end. So I just stop watching it, because you could see that most of the players are not really there. Okay. They are not mature to play Accra House of Folk. Right. We are just wasting the man. Afede. We are just wasting some of his resource. Meanwhile, with the money he has, we can get better players, young players, to play Accra House of Folk and make sure the team stand.
It seems you are really pained about the team situation. But let's come down to your life after football. Talk me through the ambassadorial deal that you have right now.
Okay, so there's this agency in Germany, Bauer Agency. Yeah, that we had an agreement in, I think, Dubai. and everything was successful. And what they want me to do is to make sure I scout good players so that we can send them to, any part of the world, even most of the clubs that I play or any part of the world. Yeah, but in process of that, and my club also in Saudi Arabia, Itifak, also invited me to come and watch our game with Ronaldo's team, Al Nassr, which when I was there, I used to score them. So they asked me to come. So I went, and trust me, the transition from the time I was there to now is unbelievable. And they have from youth 7 to 17, all the age. I mean, so they believe in me. So when I got there, the reception and everything was, unbelievable. And I was being given an award also. They present something for me, and they made me know that, I should be able to help them with some youth talent, yeah, to scout some players for them. So in all, no, with Bawa and with my club, no, it has become a two connected, something that I wanted to do. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. Any part of the world that there's a good player that they might need or I've seen and I recommend, we are going to pursue to make sure the person gets, a slot.
All right. Thanks for having you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Hopefully, I will get you another time so we talk about a lot of things.
No problem.
Yeah. It's been an exciting conversation with Prince Tagoe on this show, Sports Check. My name is Emmanuel Enin. See you in the next episode.